Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of A New Way to Museum. I'm Alicia, and today we are going to be talking about our poison dart frogs. So we have a few poison dart frogs here. I think we have a total of 9. We have 7 in this cage, which can be seen by the public, and then we have 2 in our back room that are a breeding pair. So poison dart frogs are super cool. Obviously, they get the name poison dart frog because they are poisonous, but that's really actually out in the wild where they're eating ants and termites and stuff that they get their poison from. So they're called poison dart frogs because native people would actually use their poison in their darts or their arrows to help them hunt. In captivity, they are not poisonous. So we aren't feeding them ants and termites in captivity. They are actually getting stuff like mainly fruit flies because they have to eat teeny tiny little food. And then on occasion, they get what we call pinhead crickets. So they're just the newborn crickets. They're so super tiny. They are decent sized frogs, but they cannot eat really big food. So these 2 right here are our breeding pair. So we have a male and a female. They live in the back room simply because these are the ones that we take to programs or use mainly for education, as well as because they are a breeding pair and they've been a breeding pair for so long, they do not get along with other dart frogs. So they're in the back. They have a nice little cage. They get fed just the same as everybody else. But then we have our main exhibit where we have 7 poison dart frogs. So we have 2 of every one except for our yellow banded poison dart frog. So what's interesting about these is some of them are actually the same species. They are actually just subspecies of each other. So the blue ones and the yellow ones are just subspecies of the dying poison dart frogs, which is crazy because you wouldn't actually think that they look a whole lot alike, but they are the same species. So today they are getting fruit flies. They get fed fruit flies pretty much every day. They have to eat an enormous amount because they are so tiny. So they get anywhere from like 40 to 50 fruit flies a piece. So we do have to culture our own fruit flies. So this is very time consuming, but these dart frogs are so hardy and cute that we love having them here. All of these dart frogs were actually donated to us, so we didn't have to pay for them, which is wonderful. But since they are kind of a common pet, it's not incredibly hard to find them. So their fruit flies, today they got them dusted with calcium and multivitamins, and they get that about twice a week, simply because they're not eating the kind of diet that they would find out in the wild. They do need a bit extra for them. And they are very active dart frogs. Typically you can see them out and about. They don't really hide all that much, but they do have a really great big enclosure. As you can see, it is bioactive. It has a waterfall. Dart frogs cannot swim all that well, so it's pretty shallow, as well as it's got a great big rock in there for them. And then they have all these live plants. It is super humid in here, so they don't have a lot of ventilation because we want to make sure we keep all that water in there. And the lights, they don't really care about them. They just are there to help our plants grow. So when you're talking about dart frogs, they don't actually need a whole lot besides food and a place to hide when they feel scared. So if you ever do come to the museum and you see these guys, they're super adorable. Obviously, they're brightly colored because they're aposomatic, so they're telling potential predators, I'm dangerous, don't eat me or you're gonna die. So that's very cool. And obviously, there are a lot of animals that do this as well as that mimic them. So they're very cool. They're from Central and South America, so obviously we don't just have them running around here. But even though they do make really good pets, we don't ever handle them with our hands. When we take these guys to programs, they have a little cage that we take them in, and we handle them in cups and stuff like that. And it's not because they're poisonous, it's because they are very delicate. They absorb everything through their skin. And if we have something on our skin, our hands, we can actually hurt them. So we always just take really great care in handling these guys, and we love them here. So that is our dart frogs, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us in A New Way to Museum with the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. If you enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell for notifications when we release a new video. Support us on Patreon for early access and exclusive content. You can also follow us on all our social media. Links are found in the description. Thanks for watching, and follow your curiosity to new discoveries.